Aloha, my loves, and welcome back. Today we're going to do a DIY peppermint wreath. It is never too late in the season for a peppermint wreath. So sit back, relax, enjoy this video as we make our peppermint wreath. And if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button because we would love to have you here. Now we got this 24-inch wreath from Hobby Lobby. We're going to go ahead and cut the tags off of it before we fluff it up. Now this wreath was $17.99, and yes, I do believe they went up at least $1, if not more, because I remember being able to get wreaths, the exact same ones, for either $12.99 or $13.99. So once we get the tags and everything off of it, we're going to go ahead and fluff our wreath. We're going to go ahead and cut our mesh ribbon. We got this from Hobby Lobby and it was $19.99. So if you don't have the blade to cut it, scissors work just as fine. Now you can cut your mesh ribbon any length. I think 18 is good. 16 to 20 is good. I've seen people do to 22, but we're going to do 18 because we definitely want to have enough to go around our wreath. So we're just going to go ahead and measure it at the end, roll it out, and then we're going to just go ahead and slice it with our blade. But like I said, it works just as well with a pair of scissors. And now we're going to take our mesh ribbon and we're going to roll it into itself from both ends. When you cut it, it usually just rolls up anyway. So we're going to roll it until it meets in the middle. We're going to push our ends inside of each other. And then we're going to open the two branches on our wreath. We're going to place the mesh ribbon inside, tuck it down, and we're going to twist the branch twice. And then we're going to move on to our next branch. Now this wreath has two rings, so you can start at the front or you can start at the end. It's your choice. We're going to start in the beginning of the middle of the ring, which is the first round circle. And I'm also adding red inside of this mesh. And I got this mesh from the Wreath Shop, and believe it or not, it was $4.75. So the Wreath Shop has a lot of different colors. So I would definitely recommend, if you like to make ribbons and bows or mesh ribbon wreaths all year round, they have the same colors. So you can get your colors any time of the year, and they are reasonable. Now we got these 2-pack of peppermints from At Home at $11.99. So I do know that Hobby Lobby sells them, and they're probably a little bit cheaper now since they have 50% off. But if you don't have one close, At Home does have them. So we're going to go ahead and place a lot of hot glue on the back of this peppermint, and the mesh ribbon helps it stay attached. So we're just going to go ahead, press down, make sure we bring out our little loops so they don't get lost. And once you have that in there, just press it down, hold it, and the glue will stick to the mesh ribbon. It's nice and hot, and just hold it for a few seconds. We're going to add some Christmas bulbs. So the medium white Christmas bulbs we got from Hobby Lobby, and they were 32 in a pack, and they were 19.98. So we're just going to go ahead and take our Chanel stem and take it right through the bulb, tie it down one time with a knot, and then we're going to go ahead and place it in our wreath. So what we're going to do is stick the stems through the wreath and then flip it over, and we're going to tie it to the railing. Now you don't have to do this, but I do this. I take the top of the bulb off and put a little hot glue around the edge and go ahead and put the topper back on. So this way your bulbs won't be popping off of your wreath when you move it around or when you go to store it. It's just easier that way for me. You don't have to do it, but that's what I do because it keeps it on there nice and secure, and it takes a second. Once we have this Chanel stem secure, I always take the leaves and wrap it around the Chanel stem to hide it. Be this way, the back looks smooth, and if you sell it or give it away, they won't see your Chanel stems or your wiring in the back. These peppermint bulbs came from At Home. They were 6 in a pack, and they were $7.99. And we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take a Chanel stem through the bulb, tie it down one time, and then we're going to go through our wreath, flip our wreath over, and then tie the Chanel stems to the frame of the wreath. Wrap it around really good, and then we're going to take one of the branches to cover that Chanel stem, and we're going to add 3 of these peppermint bulbs to our Christmas wreath. Now we got these small bulbs from a pack of 50 from Hobby Lobby, and they were $15.98. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take some wreath wiring and take it through our bulbs to make a cluster. So once we have the bulbs on there, you just twist it 2 to 3 times to keep it in place because you don't want them to come loose. And then once you have it together, that's how you do your clusters. So now we're just going to go ahead and take our clusters and add them to our wreath. We're going to take each edge, stick it through the frame, flip the wreath over, and then attach it by tying it down. Now we do have a lot of floral wire, so once we got it wrapped and secure, we're going to go ahead and cut some of that floral wire down, and then we're going to bend it and wrap it around the frame. And then you're going to take one of the branches from the wreath and wrap it around the flower wire so that way nobody cuts their hands or gets stuck because you attached it and made sure it was secured down. And that's how we're going to add our clusters to our wreath. We're going to go ahead and take our second peppermint, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to add a lot of hot glue, and then we're going to attach it by laying it down on the mesh ribbon. But make sure you pop up your curls so we can see it, and then just press it down and hold it for a couple of seconds. And if need to be, you can always flip your wreath over, check the back, and add more hot glue that way. Now this polka dot ribbon we got from Hobby Lobby. It was $9.99 and it's 2.5 by 30. So we're going to just cut a piece of ribbon and we're going to pinch it in the middle, and then we're going to take a Chanel stem and wrap it around it and tie it. Then we're going to go to the end of our ribbon and we're going to fold it. We're going to take our scissors and cut upward. This is the way we're going to duct tape our ribbon ends, because when we place this ribbon inside of our wreath, we will see the end. So it makes it nice and neat. And all we're going to do is open the Chanel stem and take it through the wreath, and then flip the wreath over and attach it to the frame the same way we attach the bulbs. Now I'm going to add a couple more clusters to our wreath. If you don't have big items or you only have one, like if we only had one peppermint, then doing clusters of 3 and 4 bulbs and placing them on our wreath also takes up space in our wreath and it makes it look nice, especially when you get these big bundles of bulbs. Grab 3 or 4 of them and make them clusters and add them to your wreath. Now, these little curly white twists came from Walmart and they were $2.44. Yes, Walmart has even gone up. So some of their picks are $2.24 and $2.44, which used to be what, 99 and $1.29. But we're going to go ahead and use 5 of these, and they have the little clips. So all you have to do is find where you want to clip it in and clip it right onto the frame. Now, if you want to add a little hot glue, you can. But one thing about these clips, you can take them back out and use them in another wreath, especially if you're making a wreath for yourself. Also, the curly curls do span out, but make sure you have them in place. You like your wreath and then pull them out. Now, if you're going to give them away, I would pull them out a little, and then when you get there, you can pull them out more, or if you're shipping it. So just think about that. Now we're going to go ahead and take this lollipop pick and place it inside our wreath. We got this from Hobby Lobby. They were $3.99, and we're going to use 3 of these picks to place in our wreath. So we're going to go ahead and take it through the wreath, and we're going to take the stick and bend it. So we're going to flip the wreath over, and we're going to bend the stick around the frame of the wreath. And once we have that in place, we're just going to go ahead and take a branch and cover it up. And that's how we're going to place all 3 of our lollipops in. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and cut the stem in half. But if you take it out and you want to use it somewhere else, you can always stick it in the tree with that long stick. But either way, we're just going to go ahead and bend the stick back around the frame. And once we have our 3 lollipops attached, we are done with our DIY peppermint wreath. So stay to the end so I can show you what the wreath looks like hanging up. Well, my loves, that is the end of our peppermint DIY Christmas wreath. Thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we would love to have you here. If you're returning, you are truly appreciated. I need everyone to hit the thumbs up and also share my video to help my channel grow. During the holiday season, don't forget to pack your patience. Remember, it costs nothing to be kind. Have a blessed day, and we will see you in our next video. Aloha for now.